Vietnam. We're in Dalat, Vietnam. I had breakfast in this place called the Chalet Dalat. My trusty steed is parked over there. Apparently it's good. And this is a very unusual hotel designed by an architect, a work of passion, and we're gonna see if we can go in for a tour. So here, it's called Crazy House, and Department of Culture, so it's recognized. Anyway, I'm gonna see if it's a ticket. We can buy a ticket up there.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you. And you are?
Okay.
All right. And we're on live. We're on YouTube and on Twitter.
Right.
And
No, I don't want.
but why? You're really you're the man to know. But thank you. So we get a ticket from up there. So let's go up the steps. Thank you so much. So I was getting issues trying to get my live up and running. So luckily it's working. So Xin chào, I'd like a ticket to go and do a visit. Just one.
60,000 for one ticket.
60,000? Okay. Nice puppy! All right, so we are getting our money together. So here's a 10. I have a 50. Here's a 50. Yes, look. No, that's a 500,000. And here's a 20. I have to order my money carefully so we don't confuse. But I think I have a 10 someplace. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to. Come on. So I get 10 and change back, and I have a ticket. And I think there's you have to wait, and I think that they come and find you. And hello, Keith. How's it going? Yes. So we've got our official ticket, and we're with the ticket lady in the booth at the Crazy House. Look, and she's framed in a nice little window. Hi. We're on Twitter and YouTube. Excellent. Nice doggy. Okay, let's let them collect us. So the exterior, you know, it's very hobbitish. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, let's go inside. Look at this place. Oh my God. So we need to look, mushrooms. I'm gonna really try and do my best camera work because I don't give a fuck, and I should, you know, because this should count, right? And so we're gonna be slow panning, slow moving so that you guys will get, well, the kind of near experience of what it's like. So apparently there's some places that we might not ever find in here, but you can always come back. And you know what I like about Vietnam in 2020? Rauchen nicht. That's German for no smoking. Das ist nicht gut für das Figur natürlich, which means it's not good for your health naturally. So look up, look way up. So let's wander. Okay, let's look at the map, and I'm gonna hold still so that the screenshot people will be able to do a screen grab in case they want to come for themselves. So where's the "you are here" little thing? I think maybe that would be it. So let's. Oh, look, a giraffe is taking a drink. So I do not know the architect's name, but you know, I heard that some of the staircases aren't made to code, and who you know gives a. Oh, look, a secret door. Shall we open it? Of course. Oh, look, turn on the light. And it makes a noise. Oh, look, it's plumbing. Do you know there's a movie called Brazil? I think Robert De Niro is in it. He plays a plumber, and there's a running joke about, you know, British infrastructure, you know, where they have like a lot of tubes and pipes and wires and things, and it was a running gag. It was like another character in the movie. If you haven't seen it, it's Terry Gilliam, you know, from Monty Python. He's the guy who did the graphics for Monty Python. Like, look at these staircases. So I hope you guys are with me. So let's go exploring. You know, it's funny, you think to yourself where to go first, right? Let's go everywhere. Okay, so this is cordoned off. This is a cute little office for tea. I mean, it's like a little hobbit's little study. I'm so glad I found this place, and it was just by chance that it was next to where I'm staying. The other thing is, if I get to a market, I might be shopping for a teapot and you know, some teacups. But I got to be careful what I choose, so that I can put it in my luggage and it won't get broken. I like this. This is a European fixture, turn of the century. And how do we zoom? Okay, see that? That's a sconce. So that'd be European. That's probably from the French colonial era. It could be a reproduction, but who cares, right? I'm just saying that in terms of, you know, if you're thinking of doing a movie set, you need to source your props accordingly. And yeah, I have yet to actually peruse any antique shops, which is on my list. So I like this little window. Check it out. Crazy house. Crazy house. So that's where we came in from. And I love the fact that they have like there's like green stuff that's like growing down from you know, the limbs and things. So it's not just like all plastic, it's actual real greenery. Hopefully the microphone is properly plugged in, and hopefully my lens is not smudged. You see a lot of these purple blooms all over Vietnam. Okay. And we've got a deck. So there's me bike. Look, there it be. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, so the architecture here in Dalat is way cool. I like the fact that there's little distant mountains, and all of these homes are chalet type, right? They're not necessarily like city homes. They're really sort of, you know, your place in the country, like a village. Wow, wow. Okay, so let's go around, let's see where this leads us to. Amazing. And we've got people that we could spy on, but we're not going to be that guy. Oh, look, the giraffe even has a staircase on its back. So it doesn't go very far. So let me, yeah. Oh, it says scan me, so why don't I use my other phone, because I happen to have it, and I'm using me nose. There we go. Done. Okay, so it gives us the website. Okay, great. Excellent. Good stuff. Okay. Little turn of the century tin lanterns and sconces. Who needs a recliner, right? I like these hobbitish type of doors as well. Okay, I'm just gonna put my phone down. All right, shall we have a little meeting in here? Exotic woods. So you can actually book a room here. Wow. So I believe this is one of the rooms that you can book, and every room has its theme. Look at the, that might be Murano glass. Murano, the island off of Venice. And they mix gold with molten glass, and it gives you that kind of color that you see up there, which is why I believe it might be Murano glass, or it could be a reproduction. But Murano makes the best glass. And interesting side note about Murano, it's a little island, and I think the problem with the glass making was, you need kilns that get really hot. And I think a few fires might have burnt down parts of Venice. So the glassmakers were banished to the islands to keep, Venice from burning down. So that's where it got its reason for being. Another thing is interesting is that because it was highly skilled craftsmen that were established in Venice and Murano, they also developed state-of-the-art mirror making. And of course, you could have a mirror, it's like a handheld mirror thing that you do, you're shaving, or for women their makeup. But larger mirrors were more challenging to produce, and the Murano glassmakers had that skill set. And when King Louis, I think it was the 14th, established Versailles, he needed to have, mirrors, like big time mirrors. And so what he did was he poached some of the glassmakers from Italy, from Murano, to go and work exclusively for him. He set up their own workshop, their own atelier at Versailles. And this really alarmed, the Venetians, where they actually put out a contract to kill those guys who left and brought their mirror making technology to France. So that's a little interesting factoid. I might have a few details not exactly correct, but that's what snarky people are good for. They can certainly correct any kind of misinformation but I think generally the gist of what I just told you is a true story. Let's move on. So, Little Ms. Mosquito Coil, and Keith, I only have your initial comments and then you have stopped, so I don't know if you're still just listening to me banter on, or if there's a glitch in the chat or the broadcast, but I'm 15 minutes in. and I just want to know that you're still receiving me, the image is good, the audio is good, and your chats are working, because otherwise I only have one chat from the both of you, and then it's radio silence. So I'm a little bit concerned, but not enough to do anything, drastic. So what I'm trying to say is, if you can give me a sign of life by letting me know that everything's A-okay. I really like Dalat, and I've only been here one day. I arrived in the afternoon. No, I arrived a little later in the day yesterday, so I haven't even been here a full 24 hours yet. But I can tell you, me likes it quite a bit, and I hope you're liking my crazy house tour, because I did not plan on coming here. It just happened to be across the place from the breakfast place. So let's zoom in on this. There are certain translation photo apps, so I'm going to hold that still. Somebody can screenshot this, and then if they have that software that translates things written in Vietnamese to English or French, that's great. So bonjour les abonnés francophones. On est ici à Dalat. On est janvier le 11 2023, et je suis en train de vous montrer un petit hôtel qui s'appelle Crazy House, et c'est une architecte qui a conçu cet édifice, et je suis étonné comment que c'est vraiment je suis un peu perdu de comment l'appeler. Peut-être vous pourriez m'aider. So I was just introducing myself to some of my French viewers or replay viewers, because I haven't gotten any live because I haven't really been speaking in French that much, and seeing that now that I'm pretty well up and running, I might as well do things to make my Francophone viewers feel, like they're somebody too. And it's always nice to get things started. So that little tower that you see in the middle of the screen is a little Eiffel Tower, and it's near their church, which you can see the steeple again in the middle of the screen, and I'm staying near there. So I'm holding on to these handrails, because if you're afraid of heights, or you're not used to them, oh, look at this, it's just so amazing over there. Let's zoom in. Oh my God. So you know what I need to do? I just need to check and see if I am on Twitter and on YouTube simultaneously on my other phone. So I'm going to find a level place, if there's such a thing that exists. I'm just amazed by these I'm trying to think. Mosaic, I guess. Yeah, these are mirror mosaics, and they're really quite interesting. The interesting thing about mirror is when it's exposed to humidity, it kind of gets eaten away from the underneath, because it's a really thin amount of silver, or I'm not sure what the metal is. It might be some kind of silver or mercury or a combination of both. And humidity will get into that, and it'll start to do something like grissonner. But here it looks pretty clean, although you can see certain elements of it. But yeah, I haven't seen anything quite like this, and I have to say I really like it. So we're going to go down, and I'm using my handrail because luckily I'm wearing my flat Converse All Stars, which my feet are most comfortable in. So I am part mountain goat, but you know, I haven't had a lot of practice, so I don't want to stumble. And I do have travel insurance, and I don't believe that this constitutes, you know, one of these risky behaviors that will nullify your coverage in case you should have a fall. So hopefully I am doing good camera work, and hopefully my 6S Plus is doing its best to, you know, render what we have here with a signal. Yeah, so it feels like I'm climbing on a dragon's back. And you know, in those Game of Thrones movies, when somebody like hops on a dragon and then the dragon takes off, this is probably as close as the feeling of that as you get. So you basically hang on, because there's quite a drop. There's quite a drop. Okay. I like these handrails. Yes. Oh my God. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So you can book a room here. Did I mention that? Donc vous pouvez rester ici. Il y a des chambres individuelles avec un thème unique. Et donc, à part de visiter, c'est possible de rester ici une couple de soirs, si vous voulez. So let's go over there, because that's the highest point. But you know what? I'm going to sit down. I'm going to take a moment to check how the broadcast is doing on my other device. So let's have a look. Let's have a look. Oops, I almost lost my ticket. There we go. Okay. Social media. Let's look if we're on Twitter. Come on, Twitter. Yes. Okay, so it says I'm live. Proof of concept here. Let me go in, and hopefully there's no volume, so it's going to not produce a feedback. Yep. We're live. So if you're watching me on Twitter, I cannot answer comments because I can't see them, because I'm using Prism. And it's a thing about Prism and Twitter, you can't see. So in order to, for me to see your comments, you need to come to my Facebook page and the live. And the link to my Facebook page is right there on my Twitter page. It's the only link associated with my... Oh, and there's Anouk, who helped me earlier today. I needed help with my scooter for some reason. The scooter had a kind of a little lid that covered over the keyhole, and it was escaped me how to undo it. Anyway, embarrassing story, but Anouk helped me out. Yes, Anouk from the Netherlands. Okay, so we're working good. Let me see if I can type something in Twitter. I'm just gonna say hi. There we go. And send it. Okay, so yes. So if I was doing, hi Anouk. so if I was observing you with my Twitter there, I could see it, but I'm not going to stay there too long. Okay, got to go out and check and see if I'm broadcasting correctly on YouTube. Alrighty, let's get out of this and go into YouTube. There we go. We're going live, and I'm not seeing my my broadcast, but maybe it hasn't updated yet. Okay, so So yeah, my live has an update, and I'm blocking traffic. So we're going to put this aside for the time being, and assume we're broadcasting. Everything's okay. So YouTube people, you can comment if you come into the live. And now we're descending, and I didn't leave anything behind, which is always good to check. Better safer than sorry. Okay, so let's have a look around. Amazing. Okay, onward Macduff. I think that's an actual Shakespearean line from that play. No, that's Scottish play, I think is what it's called. I like this. So yeah, these rooms here you can book, and who knows, if I ever return to Dalat, I might just do it for the fun of it, because I'm a fun kind of guy. Let me just unwind my cable here. Maintain my balance because I'm not holding on to anything. Okay. All right, let's carry on. Oh look, they have groundskeepers. Oh, and it gets very intricate, so it's like a spiral. Wow. Wow, that's so cool. So I cannot say how appreciative, like, my 7-year-old self would be or is, if I'm channeling him correctly. As far as exploration, it's like more than a day's worth of, you know, just like checking everything out. So I really do wish I had some live commenters, but you know, the fact that I'm broadcasting, the fact that the bandwidth is okay, the fact that I have enough battery, the fact that I have a plug-in mic, I'd say a lot of my boxes have been checked. So I would set up a little table there, and maybe, you know, or some recliner chairs, and or even get some sun if it ever gets sunny here. Okay, I think we are reaching the summit. You cannot get higher here in Crazy House. Woohoo! Okay. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. And there's more. So this is really a passion project. Crazy Cafe, so we can make our way over there and have lunch. What do you think? I could use a nice coffee. Check that out. Let's check out, lightning rod. Lightning strikes. Oh look, somebody threw stuff away and didn't pick it up. Okay, I told you we're at the tallest point. So that is where I had breakfast at Chateau Dalat. And on the other side over there, there's a little laneway, and that's where my motorbike is parked. And so all below you, I love this pine. So, this looks like a natural type of a pine that you would have in a bonsai. So a bonsai is just a miniaturized form of things that you find in nature. And this appears to be an actual good candidate for bonsai. So I love the fact that so much greenery has been included in this place. So I assume this is a skylight, and it's been waterproofed. And I think this might be the spiral staircase that leads down. So for those of you that get dizzy, I'm going to apologize. What I'm going to do is I'm going to find a little perch, and I'm going to just double check my broadcasting, and maybe we're going to put you guys here and hope that there's no thunder or lightning that's going to hit us, because it is the only place that is level. So there's no electricity, and I was wondering if it was heated. And we're going to angle yourself down. Look, earthquake. It's pretty stable. So you're connected to cables, so I won't do any sudden moves. And let me consult my phone. And I'm warm in this, but I don't want to take it off because I almost lost everything yesterday by leaving this draped against a chair. And my guardian angel said, no, not this one. You're going to get a pass. So I was able to recover it. Okay, let me turn my back to you, and you just look at some of the neighborhood. Let me see if I can maybe I have to kind of log out or close the app so that it refreshes. Okay, I'm going to do that. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go into Heckle, because Heckle, if you don't know, is another live streaming platform where some of the former periscoping people ended up with live stream. So I think I might do a double broadcast. So let's get them set up and do a location. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And it's going to be a little more difficult for me to do 2 live streams at once, but I'm going to give it a try. There might be a way to do it and still have a spare hand. I might be able to maybe keep this one in landscape and keep you guys, or keep this one in portrait and you guys in landscape. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, and I'm going to do a clickbait. I'm going to call it Crazy House Hotel Tour, a must see. If they don't come for that, it's their problem. And I'm even going to include a good old exclamation point. Okay, so let's turn the so I don't know how I can do this in double sorry guys. Okay, This is the best I can do. Keep it level. Okay, so I do have one hand free, and I think I can manage with both phones. So Heckle people, replay viewers, we are at the summit of Crazy House. It is an unbelievable architectural work of fancy. And it's here in Dalat. I've had breakfast not far, stone's throw from here, at a place called Chateau Dalat. Look at the terrace up there, the penthouse. Wow. So good news, I have got my Prism working with Twitter and YouTube simulcast. The chat works on YouTube, so I'm able to engage, and in fact I was able to reconnect with some old friends from the last time I was in Vietnam 2 years ago that I haven't been in touch with in a while, and so they resurfaced, and it was great catching up. So I'm most pleased about that. And I am presently doing a multicast on Twitter and YouTube and Heckle all at once using 2 phones. My 13 is on Heckle, and my 6S Plus has got the Prism multicast going on. So this is a spiral descent, and I think we can go one of both ways. That's the outside way, but I think I want to go on the inside vein here. So there are many ways of going around. I want to do that. So there's a few kids ahead of me, so bear with, and we shall do our best. Interesting difference in color from both phones. Okay, so I just have one hand, and I still haven't got my sense of heights and balance yet. It's an acquired thing. We might be working our way to the coffee place, because I know that my bicycle is properly parked. I might as well make the use of it. Check that out. I wish Rabbit could see this. So the only thing that's missing is wild deer that would come in here for the occasional snack. Maybe a little miniature Asian deer, right? What do you think, Rabbit? Look, stalactites. Wow. Hopefully this will produce a worthy replay. And you know, you could rethink like the paintwork on this, because there are people, I've worked with them, who do murals and faux finishes and things, and this was done very quickly, and at some point it's going to be revisited and refreshened, and I'm sure that it could use an upgrade, and it would be amazing. Like all of the bones of like this could use an upgrade. It looks good on camera, but it could look even better, and I assume when they decide, or they have a budget to refurbish what's already here, that they can improve on a great idea. Why do I say this? Because I know it's possible. I know you can like up the lux on the finish. Like this was done quickly, you can tell. Hello Chris, we're in Crazy House, can you believe it? And I managed to get my Prism to work well with both Twitter and YouTube, and I reconnected with Little Ms. Mosquito Coil and Paco Del Taco from Arizona, who I haven't really been in touch with since we were in Vietnam last. So so it's been a great day. What do you think? What do you think? Am I moving the camera too quickly? And because I'm holding both phones, my audio might be a little bit obscured, so do I need to speak up? Hi, just popped in to let you know that we are watching you on YouTube. However, the comments, oh yeah, the comments are frozen, have stopped coming through. Okay, well, I don't want to, so that's the problem. Okay, thank you for letting me know. So let's say on this broadcast, the comments are messed up. They're fakakta. But I'm just going to keep going because it's really hard to get Prism to get through the gauntlet that YouTube wants, and I don't want to be stuck playing 15 minutes with the thing. So thank you so much for letting me, and at least it's not a problem. So if Little Miz and Paco del Taco are still in the live, now we know there's something glitchy. Yeah, they just both of them said hi, and then I stopped seeing comments. So it's YouTube's fault or something. But we're going to keep going. All right, so I'm going to speak for all of us. All right, so let's check the acoustics in here. Look, there's a mud pile. So I gather this is probably going to be another theme room. Wishes they could say, okay, thank you. So I assume you're going to continue watching me on YouTube, and I'm going to assume you're making nice thoughts and comments, and I'm going to answer them accordingly. So yeah, I wanted to do the spiral inner courtyard thing. This is amazing. Who tracked mud in the house? Hey TM Lisage, how's it going? So I'm glad that we've got you on Heckle. I'm also live on Twitter and YouTube, although the comments aren't working in YouTube. They're frozen. So at least I get to chat with you, because Chris is probably left to just watch me on YouTube regardless. Yes, I'm multitasking and multi-streaming, but I'm doing it on two phones. One phone's got Twitter and YouTube, and my little 13 mini is got you guys. You got the better phone for Heckle. So if it means anything, there you go. This is a project of obviously passion. It's an architect. It's a woman. She started this, and then it just kept morphing and morphing. It's a hotel as well. You can book like theme rooms. Each room is individual, and there's a certain theme to them. And it's a viable hotel here in Dalat. And it's fun. And there's a great breakfast place across the way from here. And that's how I only heard about it from like watching some travel YouTubers. And I thought, okay, I'll put that on my list. It looks like fun. I am giving you. And ice cream. Let's go down. Look at this place. It just keeps going and going and going and going. Thank God I'm moving slowly, because otherwise I'd be working up a sweat. Yeah, I know. Like my 7-year-old self, right, is saying, keep going. So yeah, my, connecting with my 7-year-old infantile self is like, hello, Disneyland, I've arrived. So a cute little gift shop. Might as well have a quick peek, because we will